Australia's feedlots are bulging at the sides, so it's timely the country's largest branded beef feedlot has undergone a major expansion. NH Foods subsidiary Whyalla Beef is north of Texas on the Queensland-New South Wales border. Its General Manager, Tony Fitzgerald, joins us live here in the studio. Tony, thank you so much for coming on the show. You went from 55,000 head up to 75,000. Huge investment. Why?
Oh, look, Andrea, we're an old established company. We've been running a policy of most of our meat going through branded programs, and it's just purely been to support those branded programs.
Now, a huge number of that will go into your Angus Reserve program. Tell us about that one.
Angus Reserve is probably the biggest proportion of our production, and we do potentially about 80% of the offtake of the feedlot goes to Angus Reserve. So the Angus Reserve goes into the Costco system, where it supports about 16 warehouses and is exported to about 40 countries.
Now, you're also riding the Wagyu wave, specifically F1 and purebreds. The F1 breed program starts on King Island in Tassie, while the purebred is in your northern New South Wales. Can you share more about why the Whyalla Beef F1 breeding program is the way it is?
Oh, we've always had property down at King Island. It's such a unique place, and we run about 1,800 Angus cows there, and joined the Wagyu bulls, and they steadily make their way north from the time they're weaned. Our purebred herd is based in northern New South Wales. It's a little bit closer to the feedlot, where we can actually control and manage that better. But it's really about giving us that base of support for our programs.
What are you looking for? How does that program work?
I guess consistency. You know, the secret to any good meat label or program is its consistency, and that's probably what, in particular, our Angus Reserve program does. You know, all the cattle literally look the same. There's never a disappointment. I was paid some wonderful compliments yesterday by people that actually consume our product, and they say just that, it'll never let you down. Oh,
how good's that to hear? What role does grass-fed and organic play in your business?
So we're a processing facility that's been around for 45 years. We have plants from central Queensland and Mackay to Oakey on the Downs and Wingham in northern New South Wales. So grass is very key to those, both the northern plant and the southern plant. And we have two brands built around the northern plant, which is Nature's Fresh, and then we have our Manning Valley down in the south.
Now, Tony, you've obviously been in the industry for a long time. What do you think is the mood at the moment?
I think there's cautious optimism at the moment. You know, probably the last 18 months on the processing side has been difficult. Producer land has been wonderful seasons, but we've obviously got a depression in the market at the moment. I think that'll work itself through in time, and I think everyone's cautiously optimistic that there's some good times ahead.
What are you hearing from people as you walk around the grounds at the moment?
Just that. There's a cautious optimism. You know, people are always happier when they've got a good season and there's grass and they're looking at fat cattle.
It's nice to see El Nino done and dusted.
Yeah, so that's, you know, if people aren't fighting drought, you know, half the battle's already done.
And are you always looking for more suppliers?
Yeah, of course. You know, we make a commitment every week to supply 2,500 head of cattle into the feedlot, into Whyalla every week. That's a lot of cattle to find, so we're always looking for cooperator herds, people that actually can supply the level of cattle that we need and the standard that we'd like.
75,000 head, when is that due to be completed, that upgrade?
The upgrade's actually finished now, so we're just in the building process, but while we were on the job we thought we'd actually pull some old pens down and rebuild those. So by about the last week of June we should be full.
Good stuff. Thank you so much, Tony Fitzgerald from NH Foods Whyalla Beef. Appreciate you coming on the program.
Thank you, Andrew.
Well, let's turn now to Australia is the largest exporter of Wagyu beef in the world. Last year, box beef worth 2 billion Aussie dollars, but the luxury breed has had a bit of a bump